Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I have an absolutely epic virtual world in-depth combo tutorial for you guys. Now this deck is extremely cool, and I did do a deck profile on it a couple days ago on my channel. As promised, I was going to show you guys this really spicy combo video. So I'm going to be showcasing a total of 3 combos in today's video, and all of them are very cool in my opinion. So without further ado, be sure to smash like and comment down below what you guys think of this epic deck. And of course, yeah, let's hop right into the video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free. I will appreciate it a ton, and you guys will get a ton of more meta, IRL, TCG content, stuff like that. A lot of regionals coming up soon. Gonna be very fun stuff. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, let's do it. Alright, so for the first combo, we have a basic 3-card combo over here using 3 bricks, essentially. So, as you can see, our opening hand consists of Malicious, GG, and Yan Yan. And for anyone who knows the deck, Yan Yan isn't that good to open. GG is the one playable card. This can be any virtual world name. Yan Yan can be any way to a virtual world card. So that can be Kowloon or any other normal summon. And Mali, of course, which you don't want to draw. Now, I love Mali in this deck, and I'm going to show you guys why. This is absolutely crazy. Now, ordinarily, this hand would not be that special, but Mali makes this absolutely incredible. So without further ado, let's hop into the first combo. So we start off normal summon Yan Yan, use effect of GG targeting the Yan Yan. Over here we go effect, so we send the King Long because we target the monster, special summon GG, then we go effect of King Long Graveyard, which allows us to add a virtual monster from deck to hand. So we're gonna add a Lulu over here, and then discard a card so we can discard the Mali that we drew. This is an incredible interaction of King Long, and the whole reason why Mali is not a brick in the deck. You want to open it. If you open it, that feels good because you get free access to it with King Long, and you don't have to go into Beatrice, which is incredible. Next up, we go Lulu effect targeting either one of the monsters, doesn't really matter, and we send over here Zonwu, which is cool. We don't send Chuchi or anything like that, and then we get to search a copy of Kowloon. Now, believe it or not, we go effect of Mali in Graveyard. That brings us out a copy of another Mali from the deck. Mali's at 2 right now, so that's our only 2 Malis, but that's fine. Over here, we're going to synchro off our Lulu and Yan Yan that we normal summon to make a Coral Dragon, and then we synchro off Coral Dragon and Mali into Ultimate Zulkin. So Zulkin says that you can synchro summon it by sending exactly 2 level 5 or higher monsters you control at the same level, 1 tuner and 1 tuner, a non-tuner. So Coral Dragon is a tuner, Mali is a non-tuner, so this does check out. And now we can trigger Coral Dragon effect because it was sent for a synchro summon. If it was sent to the graveyard, we just get to draw a card. So we draw over here, and this can be literally anything, it does not matter. Moving on, we set the Kowloon that we searched earlier, triggering our Zulkin effect to special summon our Crystal Link Synchro Dragon directly from the extra deck. Now you may think, okay, so you just have a Crystal Link and that's basically it, you just pass here, right? No, we do not. We go effective Zonwu over here, banishing itself, reviving our Lulu, and then we discard the card that we drew or any of the other 2 cards we have in hand. Now, because the level 3 was special summon, we get to trigger our Yan Yan to revive itself from the graveyard. Over here we go Kowloon effect, placing Chuchi directly from our deck. And then we can actually send our GG and Yan Yan to synchro summon a copy of the one and only Muddy Mud Dragon. Now, because Yan Yan was revived, it becomes a tuner, and it's banished when it leaves the field. Over here, we trigger the Yan Yan effect because it was banished, shuffle back the Mali in our banished pile back to the deck, and now we have another Mali in graveyard. So essentially, we're playing with 3 copies of Malicious, which is incredibly powerful because the card's obviously at 2 for very good reasons, but we get to play with 3. And so we make Muddy, and for all of you guys who don't know, Muddy basically says this card can be a substitute for any 1 fusion material, and during your main phase, you can, if you control the synchro summon card, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck. This is very cool because it's a substitute for any fusion material, so we're going to substitute this as Dark Magician, and because Ultimate Zulkin is a Dragon Effect monster, we can actually fuse it and Zulkin off into Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Now, you can also make Caliga with this effect, but if you guys think that we're done here, we're not even close. We continue, we go effective Mali for the 3rd time, summon out another Mali from deck, and then with our final 2 cards, we synchro off Lulu and Mali to make a copy of Shen Shen. And then in our end phase, we just resolve our GG, add Lulu back to our hand. And this is our end board. So, what do we have here? We have a Crystal Link for a monster negate and battle protection. We have Dragoon for another negate and a Tower's Pop. This can also be a Caliga to basically blanket our opponent's effects. Shen Shen as another boss monster, a Macrocosmos on the board. This is very good in this format. So these 3 are all big boss monsters that your opponent will have a tough time adding. And on top of that, backed up by Chuchi. Chuchi being another interruption and a pop in our opponent's turn. We can shuffle back our Zonwu and Yan Yan if we want and all that stuff. In our next turn, we also have King Long for fall. We also have the Lulu that we added back, and then 2 still other cards in our hand that we did not use. This is an incredible combo, and I absolutely love it. And that's it for the first combo. Let's hop into the second combo. Alright, so for our next combo, we are using a very powerful hand, in my opinion, with this deck. So this would be one Kowloon, a copy of Lily, and Lulu. So this can be a Kowloon and any 2 virtual world names other than Yan Yan. So this hand is also fairly easy to open up. It's an incredible hand, and let me show you guys why. So we start off with Kowloon, placing Chuche from our deck. Over here, we're going to go effective Lily to Foolish Burial, essentially. So special summon itself, targeting the Chuche. Send a copy of Gigi and King Long. Now, sending Gigi is absolutely crucial here, so make sure you do this. Next up, we continue by going effect of Lulu. Lulu, we will be targeting the Chuche and sending a copy of King Long for the follow-up and searching a Lao Lao. Next up, we can continue over here. Synchro off, make a copy of Shen Shen, the boss monster, because this is a level 6 and this is a level 3 tuner. So we are good to go over here. Over here, we go effective Lao Lao, targeting our Chuche, I believe, yep, Chuche, sending a copy of Yan Yan from deck, and then we get to revive our Gigi that we sent earlier. This is why it's so important. Now we trigger our Yan Yan because we special summoned to level 3 to revive itself from the graveyard. Over here, we are going to actually go effective King Long because we still have not used it. Search a copy of the GG and then discard a card. So we're just going to discard one of our spare cards in hand. GG effect over here, we target basically any of our monsters, send Chuche, which is very important, and then special summon itself. Next up, we go effective Chuche, modulate GG's level by 3. So we're going to boost GG up by 3. Next up, we can overlay our GG and Lao Lao because it's level 6 now. Make a copy of Beatrice. This is very cool. Beatrice is incredible in this deck, and for all of you guys who are unfamiliar with Beatrice, it's basically a Foolish Burial for any card in the deck. We have to remember any card sent to the graveyard right now from our field is going to be banished because of Shen Shen, so you have to play a bit conservatively. But Beatrice, because it's a material that we're going to detach, it does still go to graveyard because it's not technically on the field. We go Beatrice effect over here, detaching GG, and we Foolish Burial for a copy of Malicious, the best card in the deck. Over here, effect of Malicious, summon a level 6 Malicious from the deck, which is very important. Next up, you can just synchro off a copy of Gigi and Yan Yan, make Charge Warrior, trigger Charge Warrior, replenish the card that we discarded, so draw a card, and we chain over here in Yan Yan, shuffling back the Mali to our deck. Now we have another Mali for follow-up, but we trigger the card, draw a card, cool, we draw Kowloon, doesn't matter. Over here, we overlay these 2 cards, and we make the spice of the deck. We make a copy of Dragon Lark Perrin. Now, this card basically reads, cannot be disturbed by battle or card effect while a monster other than itself is face up on the board that was special summoned from the graveyard. During the standby phase, you can detach one material from this card, then target one level 5 or lower monster in your graveyard and special summon it. This is very cool, because we can actually just pass our turn over here. In the end phase, don't forget to resolve GG like I did, but you know, it's fine. We go Beatrice effect. So we're going to Foolish Burial for the Fossil Dino that I showed in the deck profile. And Fossil Dino reads neither player can special summon monsters. And in our opponent's standby phase, we just trigger Perrin, detach material, and revive a level 5 or lower monster from a graveyard. We revive Fossil Dino, and this is basically our end board. This is very cool because we actually have basically a mini towers. We have a Macro Cosmos, Fossil Dino, so our opponent can't well, neither player can special summon monsters. And you may think, okay, what if they just normal summon a monster with more than 1300 attacks, swing over it, and continue playing? We also have a Chuche over here, so the Chuche can pop whatever they normal summon, and then 2 cards in hand, and it will be 3 because we add back the Lulu with Gigi, which I forgot to do over here. But yeah, this is incredible. We also have follow-up with Mali and so much gas with King Long in case they do out this, but this is a very powerful board, and this is the main reason why I love this variant of the deck so much. Making a card like Fossil Dino, Pachycephalo makes us play a bit more like Drytron, and where you're ending on a big card that your opponent hopefully won't be able to out, backed up by support with Shen Shen and Chuche. And yeah, that's basically it for another combo in the deck that I really like, and let's hop into the final combo. But before we do that, be sure to hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it a ton. And if you guys are enjoying the video so far, that would be absolutely incredible. So let's hop into the third combo. Alright, so for our final combo over here, we just have a 2-card combo, so Gigi and Kowloon. So this can be any virtual world name, and this can be any way to get to a virtual world name. So this is very cool. This is a very common combo throughout the deck, and it's very easy to do. And you have 3 other cards in your hand, which is very cool. Let's start off by activating Kowloon, placing the Chuche directly from our deck. We go GG effect over here, targeting the Chuche, and then we get to send a copy of King Long directly from our deck to the graveyard. Over here, we go use effective King Long, banish itself, search a monster, then discard a card, we search a Lulu, pitch a copy of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Effective Lulu over here, targeting Chuche, special summon itself, and then we Foolish for a copy of King Long for follow-up, and then we get to search a monster, so we search Lao Lao. Generically, you will want to search Lao Lao with Lulu unless you already have it, so you can search Lily in that case. But usually you want to search Lao Lao with Lulu. Next up over here, we're going to synchro off these 2, make Charge Warrior, trigger Charge Warrior effect to draw a card. So at this point in the game, you have 3 other cards in your hand aside from Lao Lao, which is very cool. And then, yeah, so we just draw a random card. I just didn't want to show confusion, so I'm just putting a Gamma instead of the Lulu that we drew. Oh, and then we go effect of Lalo. Special summon itself, and we send a copy of Nian targeting Chuche. Over here, Lalo revives the GG from before, and then we get to revive our Nian because the level 3 was revived, which is very cool. We get to overlay over here, make Beatrice. Once again, Beatrice obviously is such a powerful card. And let me show you guys why. We send Malicious from our deck to the graveyard. Malicious, once again, being such a crucial part of the combo. And then we go Malicious effect, summon a copy of Mally from the deck. Over here, we get to synchro off our Nian and GG. There we go. Nian and GG. And with our Nian and GG, we make Coral Dragon, triggered Nian effect when it's banished, put back our Malicious. And this is incredible because over here, we just overlay our Malicious and Coral Dragon. And bada bing, bada boom, we get to Dragon-like Perrin. And in the end phase, we just resolve our Lulu, but our GG, but whatever. We go effective Beatrice, Foolish for a copy of Dinah, and then Perrin, as I showed you guys before, revive the copy of Dinah. And this is basically the same board as the last combo, just without the Shen and backed up by follow-up very heavily. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, the deck is very powerful. I really like this combo. I feel like it's the best way to play the deck, but that's basically it for the combos. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy those. Alright, so that's about it for the combo video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash like and comment down below what you guys thought of the combos. Of course, subscribe to the channel. It's completely free and I'll appreciate it a ton. I'm just letting you guys know the deck profile is in the link in the description, the pinned comment down below, so go check that out because this deck is absolutely cool. And Virtual World is a very strong deck, this format that I do feel can still compete in a very powerful way. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, guys. Peace.